Yeah. Silent Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep. Go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laughs in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Hey.
Give me a second, let me light up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, hosted by Mr. Modelo himself. You already know the name by now. You know what I'm saying? Wild Card Mark. You already know the vibe. Pull up, let's go.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's happening? How's everybody doing tonight? And you are tuning into another episode of I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, episode 210. And of course, I'm your host, the Wild Card Mar. And of course, if you see my face, then you see my partner's face. That's my boy right there. That's Jersey boy MJ. How you doing, bro? What's good, man?
What up, Lamar? What's going on, man?
Man, you know me, man. I can't complain. Matter of fact, y'all know what it is. We're gonna kick this show off right with a little toast. I got my Modelo with me, and always a great pleasure to talk sports with my guy MJ. To life,
Zero,
man. Y'all know what it is. Hey, so delicious, man. But as always, that's my guy, Silent Hill, 40 Water. I call him 40 Water. Y'all call him Silent Hill. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with him on his YouTube page on Hitchhikers. My guy hooked up the intro for us. So, tap in with my guy and show him some love on his YouTube page. Local artist out of Charlotte doing his thing. He's like a brother to me, so make sure y'all peep out what the content and some of the music that he got over there on YouTube channel. And of course, while you're over there on the YouTube, go ahead and show us some love. Of course, I.O.W. Sports Network on the YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell notification. Lets you know every time we drop content, we go live, drop a short, anything that drops on the YouTube channel, you will get notified. So make sure you hit that. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well on the same address, I.O.W. Sports Network, I.O.W. Sports 1 on Twitter. And of course, chop it up with me personally if you want to on Twitter, KC Wildcard Mar. And holla at them, MJ. Tell them when they can find you on IG, my guy.
You know, you catch me at m.j.j.1129 at Instagram. Catch me out there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, we got a lot to talk about. Obviously, with the Lakers making it a close game in game one, we'll talk about, of course, game one of the Western Conference Finals. We got another coach that's getting fired. You got
predicted.
Yeah.
That was an easy one. That was an easy one.
Hey, yeah, I'm with you on that one. No shock to us over at I.O.W. Sports that the coach got fired today. John Morant speaks.
Did he?
Yeah, he spoke. We'll get into that once we get through Jersey on that in the top play. I'm gonna go to that first because I want to get that out the way because I'm like, oh, you speaking now? Okay. So we'll get to that. And look, it's crazy how a few months ago, probably like a month and a half ago, if anybody has saw the short that we have put on the I.O.W. YouTube page, MJ made a great prediction on who should be the next coach for the San Antonio Spurs. But seeing that they won the draft lottery today, looks like that prediction you made is going to get put on ice right now. Just saying.
Put on hold. But
yes,
it's the good. Who better to learn from Pop?
Oh yeah,
and hand it over to her when he's ready to step down in 2 or 3 years.
I'll say this. I think your take still is meaningful. It's just it'll just be delayed. If that makes sense.
Put it on the back burner a little bit.
Yeah, just put it on the back burner right now because it'll be delayed. And for those who saw the lottery pick getting awarded to the Spurs, you'll see why. We'll discuss that. But man, y'all know the deal is we always got to set the mood, set the tone for the show. We already did our cheers. I done already had a good sip of beer. MJ had some good Coke Zero. But y'all know what it is. It's that time to do a jersey reveal. But before we do it, MJ gave me a couple of hints. He says it's football, non-giant, running back within the last 20 years, you said? I think I'm going Adrian Peterson. I might go Adrian Peterson because Adrian Peterson seems like a type of ball player you would like. Very tough, rugged, lasted a long time in the NFL. So I don't know, but y'all know what the deal is. I mean, it's that time of the show. I'm going Adrian Peterson. What y'all going? We'll see. It's that time of the show for the Jersey Boy MJ jersey reveal.
Tell Jay to hint again.
Oh, the hint. Okay, so it's non-giant. It's a football player and it's a running back within the last 20 years. My guess is Adrian Peterson. So we about to find out. Without further ado, give it to him, MJ. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the Reggie Bush. Oh my God. I didn't. Not the Saints Reggie Bush. Oh man, that's the throwback for sure. The Reggie Bush New Orleans Saints joint. Hey man, you know what? Hey, this is 2 days. This is this is 2 shows back to back. You done got me. You done stumped me, man. You stumped me with the Aaron Judge one. No, not the Aaron Judge. Yeah, you got me on the Aaron Judge. You got me with the Bambino one. That's the one that really got me. The Bambino one got me, and then you got me right here on the Reggie Bush New Orleans joint. I like it though. I was a big fan of Reggie Bush. I gotta admit, Reggie. Okay, now I know a lot of people are going to hate on Reggie. They was like, "Well, what we got from you at USC, we didn't get that from you in the NFL," and I actually tend to disagree with that. He may not have been on the same level as hyped as he was in NFL as he was in the USC. Obviously, he played on several teams. He played for the Saints, played for the Lions, Dolphins, 49ers, might have been a couple other teams in there towards the end of his career he played on. So I know a lot of people were down on Reggie, but hey, give Reggie his credit, man. He actually did well in the NFL. He had a couple of injuries, but if you're comparing his college career to his pro career, yeah, it's a slight difference in height. And but hey, I thought he still had a solid NFL career, man. Hey, I like that.
Man, let me just tell you, your guess.
Yeah.
Put that on the back burner.
Put it on the back burner. Yeah. Okay. So that lets me know you got it in the repertoire. Okay. Hey,
there you go. At least there's there's one that that's in stock.
I love it. Hey, did Donnie Baseball come in yet?
It's due to be delivered Friday.
Okay. So I'm expecting to see that one soon too. But we'll see. Hey, if anybody want to come on the show and challenge my man MJ and think y'all got more jerseys than him, come on. I'm putting a challenge out there. Matter of fact,
and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run through all my non-Giants. Because I got a lot of jerseys, bro. So I'm gonna do all my non-Giants. So once I run out of that, then I hit the Giants line and go with that. So I got a lot because I got more Giants jerseys than I could even fucking name, bro. It's sick.
I know for a fact you got the LT Giants jersey. I know that.
I got three of them.
You got the white one. You got the blue one.
I got two blues.
Oh man. Hey, I'm telling y'all. Anybody think y'all got more jerseys than my boy MJ? Come on with it.
I'm up for the challenge because I got some NFL throwbacks, bro. I got some.
You make a nice point, Double G. I think Reggie was before his time. If you think about it, he was almost like Reggie Bush was Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara-ish back in 2005 when he first got to the league. He was doing it all. Running, catching, blocking. He was the ultimate weapon. So you see a lot of I know Reggie Bush wasn't the beginning of that style of running back, but he was just so damn prolific that it's hard to not give him his flowers on how important of a player he was on the field at the running back position. I wish his NFL career would have probably been as hyped and publicized as his college career, but I think he still had a solid NFL career despite the injuries and the numerous teams he played on. I thought he had a good solid career, but anyway,
like you said, it didn't live up to the hype, but a lot of running backs never do.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to with the running back position is you got to be durable as hell to have a long career. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that many Adrian Petersons out in the world that's playing running back. All right. And he was a freak of nature. So unless you're built like Adrian Peterson, it's kind of hard to, have a long ass career at running back. So it is what it is. Frank Gore, had a long ass career. And quietly
Curtis Martin.
You know what's funny? Curtis Martin and Frank Gore are the two quietest top 5 running backs of all time. Go look at their stats. They got top 5 all-time rushing yards. They're up there. If I'm correct, I believe Frank Gore and Curtis Martin are top 5 in rushing yards all-time career. So quiet.
Frank Gore is number 2, I believe.
Yes, I know Frank Gore is very up there, and Curtis Martin ain't too far. And I know for sure they're top 10 now, top 5. Double check me on that, MJ. But while MJ does that, we're going to get to the top plays because I got 2 top plays, both from the world of baseball. It just so happens to be like that. But here's all rise. All right. Yeah. MJ's like this. Check out what Aaron Judge did tonight in a very pivotal point in the 8th inning. And it turned out to be a very clutch home run. Check this out.
They're saying it might have hit the maple leaf.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, he broke the maple leaf.
brings another definition to doing damage. All right.
448 feet later.
Bombed it. And for what people don't know, out there in Toronto, they've been renovating, and so they got the seats and the walkways over there over the batter's eyes. And so they're just now putting seats over there. You know, a few years ago, there wasn't no seats over there. There used to be just a big old wall, and it was boring as hell. But now they're putting seats and stuff over there, obviously to get more people in there, get more money, of course. And so he bombed that 448. And it was dope because, you know, Yankees and Blue Jays got a little rivalry. You know, division opponents see each other quite often. The Yankees
after what went down last night, I knew something was going to happen today.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I didn't think Judge was going to get hit, nothing like that. But I said something. The manager's going to tip the umpire off to something. And sure as shit, Domingo Germán gets tossed out for using illegal substance that just somehow he knows how to build that shit up quick, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, and I mean, I saw it coming. You know, I saw it coming.
Hey, it's going to be very a tense game every time the Blue Jays and the Yankees get together all year. All year. It's going to be like that all year. Here's an actual.
Last night was 463 last night.
Yeah, he bombed 2 last night, didn't he?
Yeah, but the second one was 463.
Yeah, straight moon rocket. Here's another play from Major League Baseball, and it's actually from last night, but it happened after we went off the show or went off air. And
I hope you're going. I hope you go to the.
And what the crazy thing is, I saw it on my phone after we went off air, and I'm like, yo, that'd have been dope to have on the show tonight, but I don't care. I'm having it on the show tonight. You got to check this out. Crazy play.
Here's Noda off his glove. And a beautiful feed to Martinez, and they get the out. How about that?
Spin some magic, big fella. He fielded this ball between his legs. Ryan Noda going to kick it a little bit, and then with the throwing hand between the legs.
You kidding me with that?
How about it? Drop a dime one time. And how about Amar becoming a first baseman on the other side of the line? Not easy to do, folks. Just a couple of athletes getting it done.
Wow. MJ, will you explain to them how hard that is to do in baseball? Because I need you to explain to these people how hard that is to do in baseball.
Let me just tell you, that's something you cannot teach somebody.
No.
You can never replay that. You know, you can never plan for something like that. That's something that you just think of at the top of your head, like you have no other play. Here you go, I'm gonna try this. Either way, you're throwing it back into the ball of play. You know, at least you're not throwing out into the stand. So at least you know that nobody's gonna be no runner should be advancing. So that was just a heads up play, and then another heads up play by the pitcher by sprawling out the way he did.
Yes. I that's why I love plays like that because first of all, first baseman really went from error to Web Gym of the Year in a matter of seconds. And so you got to give him credit for making the play, but you got to give the pitcher credit. He ran his ass down to first base and made sure he covered the base. All that play means nothing if the pitcher don't get there. It means nothing.
That's really the only thing you're taught as a pitcher.
Yeah.
That first reaction off the mound, go cover first.
Yeah.
That was a
dope play. Yeah, that you teach.
That you definitely teach, but everything after that is out the window. Out the window, bro.
Bro, when I saw that play, MJ, I dropped my jaw. I was like, oh my goodness. Because I'm like, I really need people to understand, like, that is not an easy play in baseball. That is hard as hell. Because literally the dude was about to be get cussed at and fussed at by his coach. And then next thing you know, wow.
You're right. He ain't lying, bro. They get like 3,500 at tops.
I can't even combat that. Like, because that shit is so true. It's so true that the Oakland Athletics can't wait to get to Vegas. They can't wait. They cannot wait to get to Vegas, bro. They absolutely cannot.
30,000 seat stadium they agree upon.
Hey, 30. Hey, It's probably the Coliseum in Oakland could probably fit maybe 40 to 50,000. You probably saw 5,000 there that saw that great play.
Not even. They're getting like 35, if less, if not less.
Bruh, this shit's wild. Shit's wild. But
you can't give that shit away for free, bro. Ain't nobody taking that. Not even the bums on the street be taking that shit.
Yo,
like,
you know what's crazy?
Nah, fuck that.
Hey, you know what's crazy? So in 2014, 2015, when the Royals made 2 back-to-back World Series appearances, winning 1, ticket prices were out the fucking roof. Now that the Royals are literally one of the worst teams in the league, I could go catch a game on a Friday or Saturday night and pay like $20 a person and get in like it's nothing, like literally.
With
good
seats too.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I'm talking about good seats, dog. So as much as I hate the fact that my Royals are trash, I'm kind of liking the fact that I can actually get some good seats with damn good prices, man. So I'm not too mad that they suck, dog.
What I would do is I would buy it ahead of time too, like before they raise the price. Let's say when like the Yankees come to town, or a good team is coming to town. If you want to go check that game out, look at the schedule.
Yeah. Because trust me, I've been staying on the Ticketmaster and all the other ticket sites like Vivid just to pay attention, because like not at the fact that I'm back in the city, I just want to catch a game every now and then and shit. Never know what might happen, but let's get down to business. As I said earlier in the show,
do you mind if I address? Do you mind if I address Jay's comment real quick about?
Go ahead.
The cheating scandal one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Jay, let me this one. You heard the announcer accused Judge of cheating because he was looking toward the dugout before he hit the second home run. I was watching the game when it happened. Listen, I'm not gonna say that Aaron Judge's response, he wasn't right, because maybe because there was a lot of chirping, because what's his name just got tossed. Boone just got tossed like a pitch or two earlier. So they was already chirping. So he was just, giving a quick glance up to see. He says who he thought was chirping, even if it wasn't. Okay, that pitcher must have been tipping his pitch. If Judge was looking up, dude, like the way he looks up and looks down like real quick is unbelievable. To hit a ball that far after taking a eye off the pitcher and back onto him into the deep.
Yeah,
he could have been, but for the manager last night to accuse him
of cheating,
yeah,
like having suspicion and having actual facts of somebody cheating are 2 different things. But to just go and blatantly accuse Judge of cheating, like, come on now.
Yep.
Yeah, like my thing is how if Aaron Judge is at bat. Trust me, there's scouting reports you do on pitchers. There's matter of fact, I remember Bryce Harper in the World Series hit a home run, and the first thing he did is he went back to the dugout. He said, "Look for this," and the pitcher is tipping his own pitches. Like that's what you do in baseball. So my thing is there's nothing that Aaron Judge needs extra help with trying to beat a pitcher. The guy, did anybody not see his MVP year last year? He didn't need any help.
So on tonight's home run, of course, they zoomed in right on his face. Dude, he never even blinked. He stared at the pitcher the entire time through the whole motion and crushed it 448 feet.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, he says, "Oh, I'm not saying Judge was cheating. I just thought it was a bold statement to make on one of the best players in the game." Yeah, and that's where we're at.
Yeah. I wasn't accusing you of that. Yeah, I knew that. I was just giving my answer to it. But yeah, the way the manager worded it was just wrong. Like, accusing the man of cheating. Like,
yeah, that's wild, bro. That's
look
wild.
At your own team first. Go back and look at the video and see that your pitcher was tipping his pitch.
Big facts. So I want to hit this real quick so we get this out the way. John Morant finally opened up. Didn't actually say it on camera, but released a statement. I know I've disappointed a lot of people who have supported me. This is a journey, and I recognize this there is more work to do. My words may not mean much right now, but I take full accountability for my actions. I'm committed to continuing to work on myself. Haven't we heard that before? I mean, we've heard this before. I swear this is literally probably like almost the same statement you said about a few months ago in March.
Just looking around the whole thing first, right? Yeah.
AJ, don't even put no other nominees. We got our suck of the week, bro.
That's it. There's nobody beating him. I don't care who you put up against him. He can put himself against them. That's it. He's done.
Hey, man.
Don't even put a vote out there. Don't even discuss it. Just go to sleep on it that you know you got your sucky shit for the fucking week.
Hey, man.
Maybe even the fucking month. Maybe even the rest of the month, bro.
You might as well give him the Sucker of the Year award right now.
That's it.
Come
December, he's definitely the first nominee. without even question. You don't even have to go back and look over the 52 weeks.
Mm-mm.
You already know off the top of your head when you get there. Like, all right, let's think about this. Who's on some sucky shit, for the last year? Oh, I can name one. Boom, right to the top of the list.
That is wild.
The gold standard.
You hit the gold standard. Mm-hmm. hey, John Moran is your poster child for sucker shit. There he is.
He's set the bar, bro. He's up here with the fucking bar.
Oh man. But here's another statement out the NBA, and it's not about Ja. So Ja made a he said his PR team is trash.
Yo, his PR team is his boys, his father and his boys. Like that's all you ever see with him.
Yo, that's wild.
Still gonna got one of these days, unfortunately. You keep him around.
Yeah, it's wild, bro. But John Moran isn't alone. Here's some wild shit that I heard from Steve Kerr today, on his exit interview with the media. Let's take a listen to what he said.
If Draymond's not back, we're not a championship contender. We know that. I mean, he's that important to winning and to who we are. So I absolutely want him back. He's a competitor. He's an incredible defensive player. We can check all those boxes, and he and I have built a really special relationship that has run the gamut. Over the years, we've had our share of run-ins, but we've been through so much. We really care about each other and work together well. He knows that he had a great season this year from a basketball perspective, but he knows that he also compromised things by what happened back in October. And so part of him coming back next year has to be about rebuilding some of that trust and respect that he's earned here, for a long period of time. And one thing I love about Draymond is he's always brutally honest, and he can take that sort of critique because he knows it's the truth. So I want him back. I think we all want him back, and hopefully that's exactly what happens. And we get ready to make another run next year.
Reason why I played that clip is because literally hours after they got eliminated by the Los Angeles Lakers, Steve Kerr was quoted on saying, "This team currently constructed maxed out, and it is not a championship caliber team as of right now." And so that includes Draymond Green. And now you come back and say this. I find it a little bit contradiction. Just a little bit. Contradictory. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And the reason why I say that is because it's like you can't say that this team currently constructed maxed out is not a championship team this year, but then you say we need him back because we're not a championship team without him. Now, I would agree with Steve Kerr if this was about 5 years ago. But come on, your core is getting older.
Yeah.
And all the pieces like James Wiseman, you got rid of him. Y'all been fickled with Jordan Poole. And I'm starting to get to this feeling that Steve Kerr just can't let go of what the Warriors once were. Because I don't think they're the same caliber of championship team, you know, as they are currently constructed. And even by his own admission. So why change it up a couple of days later and say this now? I'm just confused. You got to be confused too, MJ. I'm confused.
I think Draymond's gone, but I do see, you know, without Draymond, I don't think they win all 4 of the championships.
Oh no, they needed him.
You know, he was integral. I think Steve Kerr tried to take the heat off of his first statement by jumping the gun by releasing that statement and then catching heat like, oh, what the fuck you doing, man? Like,
yeah,
one of those type things, like to try to settle things down. Like, I didn't mean that, you know, without saying I didn't mean that.
Yeah, but you said it. It's out there now.
Yep. Yeah, so.
Me personally, I would have moved off Draymond even before they won a championship last year. It's just me personally, the antics and, you know, you're punching your teammates, and even though that wasn't supposed to get out, but it got out. The fact of the matter is that you can find.
I'll tell you what, I'd take him on the Knicks.
You would take Dre on the Knicks?
Yes, I would.
You know what? I think that would.
His style and attitude fits in on a New York Knicks team.
You took it right out of my mouth. Him and Jalen Brunson. Well, Jalen Brunson has already changed the culture there. You add somebody like Draymond, who has championship culture in his repertoire and on his resume. You bring that culture that he brings over to New York. He does play tough and rugged. You know, he likes to play the line of too far and in control. But it'll give you that junkyard dog that I think you need. And think of it this way: if you keep Julius Randle, it gives Julius Randle a chance to focus on just the offensive side. Let Draymond do the defense and the rebound. So then that possibly could open and tap into, you know, Julius Randle. That could probably help him. Just saying. So I honestly don't like that. I don't think that's a bad idea. That's hey. If it happens, somebody better start writing some checks to I.O.W. because we keep coming up with stuff that is perfect for NBA, NFL, and baseball. So somebody gonna start sending us checks. But I thought that was an interesting quote. So let's get to this Western Conference Finals game 1. And I can't lie, man. Me and MJ were close to just going on in our regular time because at first, man, that game was getting out of hand. The Nuggets was just dog walking the Lakers. I will give the Lakers their credit. They did make a game of it and, push the Nuggets to the brink. And but the Nuggets end up winning by 6, 132-126, very high scoring game. And Jokic does it again. This is his 6th triple-double in this playoffs alone. I mean, that was one thing I was worried about with this matchup is, are they going to be able to slow down Jokic? And here's the deal. I love how athletic the defense that Anthony Davis was playing, but it still wasn't enough. It still wasn't enough. Had 2 great blocks on Jokic.
Jokic was getting by him like it was nothing, man.
Yeah.
Not even have to use his body. He was getting him off the dribble. He was baiting him to draw him out and then take him off the dribble.
I say this.
That was smart.
I'm a love watching this matchup because if anybody saw the game, it was going back and forth between Anthony Davis and Jokic. Like, you know, they would get a stop on each other, then one would get off on each other and get some buckets. So it was kind of a nice cat and mouse game that they were playing. So I'm actually looking forward to that matchup. I say this. Jokic, he's not going to have an easy series with Davis. This ain't DeAndre Ayton. You know, I know that's your boy from Arizona, but DeAndre Ayton is he's shaky. He's questionable.
Yep.
He's questionable. And so Jokic is going to have to earn this. But hey, Jokic did his thing. Like I said, he had the triple-double. He drops 34 points, 21 rebounds, and 14 assists. Wow. He played lights out. He did his thing. Jamal Murray put in 31. You're looking at all 5 of the starters went into double figures. That's the one thing I was worried about. If anybody saw the Day Show Monday with me and Anthony Roger, that was one thing I was worried about. If Jokic starts getting triple doubles and getting the rest of the team involved, which he did tonight, you see 12 from Aaron Gordon, 15 from Michael Porter Jr., 34 from Jokic, 31 from Jamal Murray, 21 from KCP, and then you got 19 points off the bench. 16 of it came from Brown. So, man,
I mean, they shut him down in the second half because he had, I think, 12 or 14 at halftime.
Yeah. I mean, hey, and that's another thing. Who gonna guard Murray when he get hot like that? The defense, it was weird, man. What's up, Thomas? He says, I never want to hear Embiid is better than Jokic again.
Yo, I was watching this game with my boy next door, and I looked at him. I said, bro, he's making a statement for why he should have been MVP again.
He did. And I agree with your statement.
Making a statement.
I agree with your statement right here, Jay. The Lakers fucked up by doubling Jokic and letting the role players get high. Yep. Can't double Jokic.
Yep.
And here's why I hate this strategy. Because Anthony Davis showed that, he can guard Jokic. My thing is just let Anthony Davis have the responsibility of guarding Jokic because he can get him. He can guard him. It's okay if you have a cat and mouse game where, Jokic gets some buckets and Anthony gets his and they'll stop each other every now and then. But the thing is, you can't let Jokic get the triple-double, especially when he's adding 14 assists. And you trying to double him.
Everybody else is involved and they scoring.
Yes. So to be honest, as much as I love the Lakers comeback, they had to exert so much energy to even come back into the game. You know what I'm saying? And the fact of the matter is, you were behind the 8 ball for literally 3.5 quarters. It literally took midway through the fourth quarter for Austin Reeves hit a couple big shots. Hachimura hit a couple of shots. Anthony Davis was just on fire. So as much as Jokic was getting his food, so was Anthony Davis. LeBron, 9 of 16, not terrible shooting night. 0 for 4 downtown. That's not a good look. He only chipped in 26 points. He almost had a triple-double. He was an assist shy of a triple-double himself. But when it comes to this matchup, you're going to need at least 30 from both LeBron and AD. And to me, that's just the fact of the matter is because
they kind of got it because AD had 40 and LeBron had 26, so that's 66 combined. So that's 33 apiece. If you broke it in half.
True.
I believe that 9-16 is trash. LeBron is just trash. I don't give a fuck if he shot 15 or 16. He's trash because he missed that one.
Well, I say this: it doesn't help because Dennis Schroeder, who is smaller, can't really guard Jamal Murray, and you saw that pretty clear in this game. He can't guard him. He kept going under the screen because they were the Nuggets were doing that high pick and roll at the top of the key, and Jokic was pretty much having the ball. And next thing you know, Jamal Murray would come off the screen, and Schroeder every time would go under the screen, and he would give Jamal Murray too much space. And by that time, they finally figured it out. Jamal Murray was already too hot by that time. So Darvin Ham has to come up with a better plan. I don't know if who else they got on the roster that can probably guard him, at least Jamal Murray, and slow him down. But Schroeder is not it. D'Angelo Russell didn't show up. He goes 4 of 4. D'Lo. D'Angelo Russell goes 4 of 11, only gets 8 points. That's not going to cut it.
He got his 8 points on the D-Lo, all right.
It's not work. Hey, you got to come up with a better defensive plan than what y'all did tonight. And I'm fine. Keep AD on Jokic. Let him go hit one-on-one with him and give us that magical matchup. But you got to shut down everybody else. And the fact of the matter is, when you see all 5 starters in double figures, that's what is killing. That's what's killing the Lakers. Yeah, I agree with you. Michael Porter Jr. is a matchup nightmare because the Lakers can't really put anybody on him because you don't want to waste LeBron's energy.
He balled out tonight, bro. You
don't want to put LeBron on him because Michael Porter Jr. is 6'10", so he's not a small dude, and you don't want LeBron exerting all his energy trying to guard Michael Porter Jr. because then that takes away from his offensive production. So you got to find somebody. I don't know. Maybe you put Hachimura on there, possibly, but Vanderbilt wasn't it. And crazy thing is, Vanderbilt is actually a good defender, but I agree with you, Thomas. He was a little bit too slow on his defensive assignments trying to get him. I mean, I don't know, man. This is going to be an interesting series. The thing is the Lakers cannot do this for the rest of the series when giving a big old lead to the Nuggets and then climbing back into a game. That's not conducive for winning a Western Conference Finals. It's just not. And I'm just like, come on, man. Got to make better, proper adjustments on game 2 for sure. But I think it's going to be a dope series. I'm still riding with the Lakers in 7. But I mean, it's wild, man. But hey, it was a fantastic game towards the end. The first 3.5 quarters it was all Nuggets. They were just dog walking the Lakers. So Lakers cannot repeat this same pattern as in just letting the Nuggets have any and everything. Matter of fact, Jokic had 10 rebounds already coming out of the first quarter, bro. Like he already had a double-double going into the second quarter. And that doesn't bode well if you want to win this series. It just doesn't. Let's move on because there's some big news in the draft lottery. And I brought up earlier in the show.
Is it big news? Is it big news?
Well, is it in this sense? Yes, Thomas. Bruce Brown did ball out. I saw what Mike Malone did
in the first half. He did. He didn't do shit in the second half.
Yeah, but I saw what Mike Malone did. He pretty much he shortened his rotation. He only went pretty much 8 guys. And Bruce Brown did well. Jeff Green came off the bench. I think he put in 3 points, but he was just there primarily to rebound and play defense and guard.
Giving the starters a rest.
Yeah,
Green wasn't in there for his offensive production.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with you, Jay. Coaching will be huge. Making these adjustments, both Darvin Ham and Mike Malone, they both got to make adjustments. Even though the Nuggets won, they need to come up with a plan how to slow down Anthony Davis. But then if you slow down Anthony Davis, then you got to watch out for LeBron too. So, I mean, this is going to be a dope series. Hey, you got to worry about him, dog. All right. So I'm gonna play this clip because this guy is headed to San Antonio. San Antonio Spurs win the draft lottery, and if for those who've been paying attention in the basketball world, his name is Victor Wembanyama. All right, Wembanyama. And he's pretty much go ahead and put his name in ink, permanent ink. He's headed to San Antonio. Let's take a quick look on what the Spurs are getting.
That's behind the back bounce pass to Wemby. Sizing up his defender, Dokosi. Tough fadeaway. Doesn't matter.
Posting against Fisher.
Puts it on the deck, spinning, fading, and connecting. Date Warriors. A few years
Look at that.
back.
Bring the double team. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God.
Just curious to see how he deals with physicality with guys moving him. But again, you have that kind of length. It starts with a nice counter. Wait a minute.
Blow by on the
Going
baseline. Oh, yes.
We're starting to see this trend where athletes are becoming way more skilled.
So here's Waters on the drive, setting up Wemby, flips it up and puts it in. He catches it here.
The high teens for points per game is very, very, very impressive. So,
kid's good. The kid is good, and he will be in San Antonio. And the reason why we're talking about this, not because obviously because the draft lottery was tonight, but a couple of months ago, after the Spurs weren't able to advance out the play-in tournament, or didn't even make the play-in tournament, me and MJ had a conversation like, should Popovich go ahead and call it a quit? And we both agreed that he should, and we thought that Becky Hammond would be a great replacement for him. I still think that is a great take from you, MJ. I still think it's a great take. The only problem is the fact that the Spurs got him now. Is that take's going to have to get put on ice. It at least is going to prolong Popovich's years coaching in San Antonio, at least minimum, at least probably 5 years. But
no, I don't think Pop's got 5 left in him. I don't think he does.
Even with this kid,
yeah. Pop's getting up there in age. I don't think he wants to do this too much longer. Coaching in the NBA. I think he'd rather stick to the United States team. That's just my personal opinion on it.
Yeah,
I was thinking maybe 3 years. I mean, I guess depends on how things go.
Yeah,
things with his health too. But I can't see no less than 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say that much. That's just my opinion. No less than 3. But then again, he could go up to your prediction. Very well could be.
Yeah, I mean, you never know what could happen, especially when you get a talent like this. And Jay brings up the question: will his game transfer to NBA playoffs? To the NBA, though,
I think so. I believe so.
His skills will. His skills definitely is golden for the NBA, because you're seeing this now. You're seeing big men, and Victor's like 7'4", 7'5", and he has guard skills. He can dribble. He can facilitate. He can make all the shots. Just even in the highlight you saw, he's making contact shots, getting the and one. So his skills will transfer. Here's what scares me about Victor. Here's what scares me. And I'm not going to say he's not going to have a great career or nothing like that. I'm worried about his body type lasting. Just being 7'5", and you can see his frame. He's not big. He's not big. He's not stocky. He's not, is it solid yet? So he's going to have to work on that. He's going to have to get in the gym. He's going to have to, because
as I say on this show, you cannot skip leg day.
Yeah. he's going to have to bulk up, because playing an 82 game season, which, cats don't play 82 games anymore, but if you want him for a good bulk of that season, he's going to have to get his body into a certain type of condition where he can take those hits, take those bumps and those knick-knack fouls and stuff.
Make sure his leg ain't gonna snap.
Well, and that's what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned if he starts getting foot injuries, knee injuries, hamstring injuries, or anything to his legs on down. That scares me, a guy of his stature, and not being, because, I mean, look, he's probably like a few inches taller than KD. Look at the problems that KD is having with his injuries and things like that. Look at Chet Holmgren. He didn't even have his rookie season. He got hurt in the Drew League and missed the whole season to a lower leg injury. So, it scares me, because you want to see cats like this have a long career, because he's a unicorn. You know what I'm saying? He's a unicorn, and he's something that you've never seen. And well, Thomas, I'm not saying extra weight, like as in put in like 30 pounds of muscle. I'm saying at least, 5 to 10 pounds of muscle to help his body sustain an 82-game season. And
he's got to bulk up his frame somehow,
Yeah.
Not saying go out and binge eat, shit food and put on weight the wrong way.
Exactly.
Go out and put on the right weight when you especially going to the Spurs.
Big time.
Popovich is gonna, dude, he sees Tim Duncan with better skill set.
That's a good point. And
Tim Duncan couldn't dribble, the way this kid does.
No, he didn't have
Tim
the
Duncan didn't have a
offensive
3-point the way this kid does.
Yeah. This kid can shoot like KD, and he can play the paint like AD.
Yeah.
So and to be honest, the best example of what I've seen, the best example of this, as in putting a little bit more muscle mass on your body. Remember when Giannis first came into the league? He was scrawny as hell. Now look at him. He's still doing the same moves, but he's able to last a little bit longer in the season because he's not breaking apart. He's not falling apart. And that's the only thing that scares me about Victor. Because I think he can still have the same skills, but he has to put just a little bit of muscle mass on him to last a season and hopefully a playoff run. Because the one thing that I don't want to see is him end up in the same situation as Zion Williamson, with all this potential that we want to see, but the injuries in your body's not holding you up. So, that's a perfect. There's a perfect example. I think you will have a Yao Ming type career, especially as far as longevity. That's fair, because Yao Ming played.
Yao was a lot thicker though.
Yeah, Yao was
thicker than him.
He was. Yao was thicker.
Wasn't a little wasn't a little twig. That's what Wembanyama looks like.
Yeah.
He definitely needs to to bulk up a little bit. Like we said, not too much, but increments. You can't just stack them up and then hurt him. He's got to bring that weight up a little bit come NBA time.
Hey man, Portland has some bad karma when it comes to drafting centers. You right about that, Thomas. You right about that. I mean, you can go down a list of centers that just didn't work out in Portland. But I think that's a good pickup for the Spurs, man. Might as well go ahead and Sharpie his name in concrete and put it in concrete that he's going to be a San Antonio Spur. I don't care what nobody say. You don't pass up on a prospect like this, no matter the injury concerns that you might have, like me. Even if I was a GM of the Spurs, I would still draft him. He's by far a head and shoulders above the best prospect coming out in the draft in June. You still go get him. But you still got to build a nice core team around him, because I'm telling you, just his body frame scares me. I'm scared that he won't have the longevity, but it's a possibility that he has a great career though.
Let me ask you a quick question on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the next rated prospect?
They got Scoot Anderson. You got Brandon Miller down in Alabama. Mr. I go get the tool for you. So
there's really nobody after him.
Well, I mean, you can still find some solid players to help build your team in the draft, but
what I'm saying is, like, there's nobody else that has any type of hype around him.
No, you're right on that. It's Victor and nobody else at number one. It's Victor and nobody else. He's the only right answer at pick one. He's the only right answer. So yeah. As a matter of fact, he's been on the countdown to. It's been the Victor Wembanyama sweepstakes. Soon as he declared that he wanted to be in a draft, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. I'm gonna play projected B3. What I like about him is he knows how to.
Get him, Thomas.
That's my boy, Thomas. He's there. It is.
Got him.
Hey man, I gotta start this one, man. That's the comment of the night for sure. That was good. That was good, Thomas. I like that. I'm gonna play this last clip.
Intended.
Yeah, no pun intended. This is from Joel Embiid the other day after they got eliminated.
Joe, just what's the next step for you with James, and like as a tandem going forward, and how much are you going to be in his ear this summer to kind of have him come back here?
We got an unfinished, job. We haven't won anything, and I think we got the chance. To win. Obviously going to 7 games and having a chance to close it out at home, which we didn't do. I still believe we got the chance to win. We got what it takes to win. So obviously I don't know what's going on, and I know he has a player option, so they can extend him. But that's on those guys who figured it out. I'm gonna stay out of it, but I still believe that me and them, and we got the chance to win. But it's gonna take more than us. We all gotta look at ourselves. I gotta be better, and I will be better. That's what I'm focused on. All of us, we gotta come back and find ways to just keep improving and, help the team. You can't win alone. I can't win alone. Me and James, we just can't win alone. That's why basketball is played 5-on-5. So, we just need everybody to just, try to keep finding ways to get better, and, we'll be fine.
Go ahead, MJ.
Number one, you the MVP, bro.
MVP.
MVP. And you disappeared this series. You absolutely disappeared. You question why you didn't have the balls in your hand in Game 6 down the stretch. Number 2, you and James can't do it alone. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, James Harden will never win a title. He's gonna be a ring chaser his entire career. Like he ruins every team he goes to. That's a big reason why Doc Rivers isn't there no more.
And just in case I didn't hear, Doc Rivers was released of his duties today as 76ers coach. So that's why we're going to discuss this. Go ahead, MJ.
Number 3, you put your own team out there, saying that basically the other 13 players that are on the teams, I think it's 15 on the team now, up from 12. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong, but you basically said like everybody else on the team is shit, but you and Harden. Me and James can't do it alone. That's why you play 5-on-5. So you're saying the other three ain't good enough, and you're not even going to mention their name. And you the MVP. That to me that ain't a good look. Nah. That's that typical Philadelphia fucking punk ass attitude. Motherfucking.
Hey, that's a great point.
He fits right in.
Hey, that's a great point, Thomas. There was times Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart was on Joel Embiid. Like, come on, what are we doing? And you can't find a way to win. But overall, the reason why I played all that is because I think it all plays into a part on how Doc Rivers got fired. I think Doc Rivers is a good coach, but I think Doc Rivers fell into the same situation that people look at how Draymond Green, whether he gets suspended, for certain fouls and antics, is reputation. And Doc is falling into his reputation of being a good regular season coach, but when it comes to postseason, besides 2008, besides that championship in Boston, I mean, you're seeing numerous times that his team is there to close out a series, and they don't get the job done. So I think ultimately that's what got him fired. I mean, if you got to kind of I'm kind of seeing a trend. So Monty Williams gets fired after 4 years. Budenholzer in Milwaukee gets fired, and now Doc Rivers. So you're looking at 3 coaches who had, playoff contending teams who are supposed to be contending for championships, but they're falling short year in and year out, and that's what gets you fired. Now Budenholzer won a championship, but it's the same thing. It's more of what have you done for me lately, and that's just the trend. Now you see 3 coaches who I think are actually good coaches, but they're falling into this situation where their teams are not showing up when it matters. 76ers should be in the Eastern Conference Finals right now. I don't care what nobody say. They should be in the Eastern Conference Finals right now. They had all the opportunity in Game 6 to send Boston home, and they didn't. And then you made it tougher by going to Boston for Game 7, and your 2 top scorers don't show up. Now notice you still got to play the opposing team, but when Embiid goes 5 for 18, Harden only puts in 9 points, that does not bode well for your chance to win that Game 7. But unfortunately, Doc Rivers got fired. But I think he got fired more off of just a buildup of history of reputation of not getting his teams past the second round. So
bro, how many 3-2 leads has this guy blown?
As a coach, man,
3-2 leads, like it's.
I saw the stat. I think it's like 6 or 7 series that him and his team just can't put away, and that's a problem. And that's a problem. I mean, you got an MVP you got this year's MVP on your squad. You got a former MVP on your squad, and I don't know what's being said in the locker room to get them motivated to win the games, but it's not working. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not all of Doc's fault. It's not. It's not all of his fault. I will say this. He does have to make better adjustments, find a way to get better rotational situations tightened up in the playoffs. I mean, we saw it a couple of years ago when they blew that series against Atlanta. Then last year they got bumped out. This year getting bumped out. They can't get past the second round with Doc Rivers in this roster. They just can't. So, I mean, I understand the reason why you move off of him, but I think it's more based off of just the history of Doc coaching teams that just can't get past the second round. So, unfortunately, he's out there, and I think he's still a good coach. I think he'll still find it'll be up to him if he wants to coach again next year and get a job. But I think he could definitely get one. That's definitely totally up to him. But I mean, it's just weird. You're just seeing that trend lately that no matter of what past success you got, even if it's 3 years ago, like Coach Budenholzer in Milwaukee getting a championship, it's what have you done for me lately? And it's all dependent on who you have on your roster. You got an MVP in Embiid. Now Doc Rivers is gone. You got a former MVP in Milwaukee. Budenholzer's gone. You got a former MVP in KD on Phoenix. Booker gone. So Monty Williams is gone. So it's when you are given a superstar on your squad, you have to find a way to get the wins, get the championships as quick as you can, and try to maximize on that opportunity in that championship window. Otherwise, you see what's happened to these 3 coaches, you're getting put out. So, I mean, I'm just that's just the way it is, man. But look, we're going to shut it down. Man, great show tonight. And y'all know the deal, man. Please go on over to all our social media for I.O.W. Sports on Twitter, I.O.W. Sports 1, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, especially where all our content is stored, I.O.W. Sports Network. Quick shout out to Let's Talk Sports. We simulcast the Late Night Owl Show on their YouTube channel. So if you happen to be watching over there, just switch over to I.O.W. Sports Network real quick. Give us a like, share, subscribe, and a follow. And you're more than welcome to go back to Let's Talk Sport. But we also love the partnership that we got going on with them. And hey, you want to chop it up with me personally, KC Wildcard Moore? on the Twitter. Welcome on the Facebook and Instagram, and tell them where they can find you at if they want to think they can match jerseys with you on IG, MJ.
Catch me at m.j.j.1129 at Instagram. Catch me on there. Catch me there daily. I'm always around.
There it is. Hey, and y'all know what it is. That's episode 210 in the books. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with us tomorrow night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for episode 211. And hey, that's gonna be it. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, that's 311. We're in 300. What am I doing? Yeah, 311 and 211. Anyway, hey man, y'all know the deal, man. Come chop it up with us tomorrow. Y'all have yourselves a fantastic Wednesday. Me and MJ, we out. Peace.
Silent Hill, TDS. Hitchhikers. Yeah, smoking someone's dope, I'm seeing traces. Visual lasers, load across the scene is dangerous, aggressive like behavior. Couple monsters from my neighbors, resisting human nature. Persistently getting greater, bloodshed like the Terminator. Fire up the green, I need it, increase the dopamine. Feel better, so I kill better, doped up for cocaine. Roaming like I never had a home, so I'm all